Season 5 is considered the drop-off point for Dexter, but let's see if our rankings meet the maker. Welcome back to Fog Entertainment. Did they follow that trend? Well, there was a new showrunner. The show definitely changed direction after the Trinity Killer, Rita's passing. But I tell you what, it literally began where it ended in season 4, and I gotta give credit to a show when it does that. It could have been very easy to do a time skip or something along those lines, but there was 12 episodes, as there always is in Dexter. So, without further ado, let's get into 12th spot. And last spot is the season finale, the big one. Didn't really feel all that big, if I'm being brutally honest. We gave it a 6 out of 10. It's a bit crap. What I liked about it is the aftermath of Liddy and Quinn. Quinn got arrested, but then that quickly got put out. Like, the fires got put out. And it's like, Jesus Christ, Quinn's out of jail. They all celebrate like Harrison's birthday. He slices the cake. But Jordan Chase, the finale with him, Lumen and Dexter, it's definite. I don't know if it's the worst finale. I think season 3 might still be the worst finale, but it wasn't that good. And I mean, I tell you what, I'll say this about season 5 of Dexter. When a 6 out of 10 is your lowest rated episode, you're doing something right. 11th spot, we've got episode 10, In the Beginning. This was a 6 out of 10. Damn it. Dexter and Lumen, they're forced to back down after a homicide, discover some new evidence. Jordan Chase, what's going to happen with that, brother? Deborah, sorry, then manages to ID a couple more suspects in the Barrel Girl case, and we see Dexter and Lumen kill a few people. She's getting a wee bit more pally, but it's more Lumen. I want less Lumen, guys, so it's a 6 out of 10. Coming in 10th spot with a 6.5 out of 10 rating, we have got Beauty and the Beast. This episode came out on the 17th of October 2010, which was my 10th birthday. So, yeah, of course, at the end of this, at the start of this episode, that's when we begin to meet Lumen. Quinn's also looking into the strange similarities between Cal Butler and Dexter Morgan, which I liked, but by God, this episode focused on Lumen, and we don't like Lumen. Up next, though, in 9th spot, we have got episode 5. This one is called First Blood. This was a pretty decent episode, 7 out of 10. And again, if that's your 9th worst episode and it's a 7 out of 10, you're doing something right there in that department. We are introduced to Stan Liddy. Quinn recruits him to essentially investigate Dexter. And we see Dexter having to, more stuff with him and Lumen at this stage of the game, but she's beginning to get on board here, so a wee bit better. Up next in 8th spot, we've got episode 11, Hop a Freighter. This got a 7 out of 10 as well. We basically have the death of Stan Liddy. Decent scene, decent character. Just think it kind of happened all too quick with Stan Liddy, didn't it? If we're being honest. And Quinn, by God, finding himself more involved in a homicide than he'd like to be, because bam, he gets the blood on his shoes when he visits Liddy's fan and he's looking in, he's like, what is going on in there? And you've also got Jordan Chase kidnapping Lumen and killing the original woman that was involved in the gangbangs. Not good. 7th spot, we've got episode 2, Hello Bandit. We gave this a 7 out of 10. What is there to say? We've got Deborah basically being booted out of Dexter's apartment because she can't handle the kids. She boots herself out, and this is where her and Quinn's relationship essentially begins. Dexter, though, being single, it doesn't quite fit the bill. He needs to do a bit of killing, doesn't he? Damn it, but he's getting used to it. Let's get a couple of babysitters and all that good stuff. But at this stage, it's a wee bit fresh in the memory. Still Rita's death. He's still reeling from it. 6th spot, we have got episode 9, the last of the 7 out of 10 episodes. We have got Teenage Wasteland. So essentially, Dexter and Lumen, they're stalking their next victims at this point, the Barrel Girl killers. And of course, what happens at this stage is that Asta returns with a friend, and it was good seeing Asta, and I mean, I thought it was a decent episode with some good development between Dexter and Asta, but again, it's like 12-year-old girl drinking Dexter. I can't, as good as the development is between those two, it's like it's kind of limited in its own right, but Deborah manages to crack a bit of information on the Barrel Girl case while being assigned to the file room. So good for her. Episode 8 is up next in 5th spot. Take it! You gotta take it, damn it. This was 7.5 out of 10. Dexter, at this point, is fully teaming up with Lumen. Deborah, essentially all the blame gets pinned on her due to the whole fallout of the Santa Mirta case, which, again, I don't really understand here. Batista backs Deborah's story, but the police officer that Deborah was working with this season gets like promoted into Deborah's old role here, and then she's just completely and utterly forgotten about. Doesn't make any sense. Like, makes fuck all sense in the grand scheme of things when I actually think of it. 4th spot, another 7.5 out of 10. It's episode 7, Circle Us. Dexter at this point, he's helping Lumen, but what's there to say, man? These Barrel Girl cases are getting picked up. We also had Deborah bursting into like an apartment block. We had a big violent standoff with the Santa Mirta killers, amigo. And at this stage, obviously, you've got the kid getting his throat slit in the apartment. The guy sneaks it. The blood sprays over Deborah. The PTSD of Lundy, brother. It's all kicking in here. But that moves us on to our podium positions. Coming in at 3rd spot, it's episode 3, with an 8 out of 10. Dexter, his conflicting lifestyles, they don't mix here. He can't look after the baby himself, so this is at this point, he has to get a babysitter, which is good, but Quinn, he's looking into Dexter. He thinks he could be the Trinity Killer suspect. He's beginning to get all these sketches of Dexter, man. It's some good shit, and Dexter's also going after the animal guy, the guy that picks up roadkill at the side of the road. Fucking brilliant. Some good shit, pal. Liked it. And then the door finally opens here because Lumen's at it, sees Dexter killing animal guy, and the door opens. He's like, what have I done? 2nd spot, we have got episode 1. My bad, it's too bad, it's too bad, it's too bad, it's too bad, come on. We've got episode 1, 8 out of 10, my bad. Basically a direct continuation of season 4. Dexter's world's falling apart, Rita's dead, the kids blame him. Well, I'll say the kids blame him. I guess at this stage the kids hadn't found out yet, but they'll find out sooner rather than later. Quinn, he's digging into Dexter here, but he doesn't mind sleeping with Deborah in Dexter's old house while Rita's blood remains in the bathtub. But yeah, great fallout straight away. No time skip or nothing. They fucking hit it bang on, straight on. Love it. But for episode 1, well, ranked what episode? In 1st spot with an 8.5 out of 10 is Everything is Illuminated. Dexter killing guys, Barrel Girl killers, the gay guy that was killing people. By God, I mean, this scene alone where Masuka's like acting out what happened. What is he called it? Like super erotic extrication or something, where like they're choking each other out, and Masuka's showing like trying to shove something up his ass, and he's pretending to suck. And oh man, it was fucking hilarious scene. It was some good shit. But yeah, for me, definitely the best episode of the season. I got an 8.5 from us. Stan Liddy's getting involved as well. Batista discovered a lead in the Santa Murder cases. But that is it, guys, for every episode of season 5 of Dexter ranked. Now, of course, we need to work out an average. So there was 2 6 out of 10 episodes. That's a 12. There was 4 7 out of 10 episodes. That's 28. You got your 6.5 as well there. From earlier on. If you combine that with your 8.5, that gets you 15. There's 2 8s, which is 16, and then there's 2 7.5s, which is 15. So, tell you what, let me do this. 12 adds 28, that's 40. Then you add the 2 15s, that's 70. Then you add 16 onto that, that's 86 out of a possible 120. And what is the average on that? I'll need to work it out in a calculator. I'm good at math, guys, but by God, my brain's not a calculator. We are back now with the results, and listen to this. Read them and weep, folks. Right? What have we got? It's an average rating of 7.17 out of 10. And you know what? Considering this show, this season is bashed, and I really can't stand Lumen, I think 7.17 out of 10 is a very good ranking for Dexter. So, yeah. Wonder where it stands up to the rest of the ratings. Anyway, that is where we're going to leave it. Dexter Season 5. Big Stevie signing out here on Fog Entertainment. We'll rank the characters and death soon. But until then, peace.